some small hits on hope, but theoretically we're still sticking to that. So we think that drives the trifecta, and then all the positive outcomes you can mention, all of them that you can mention for your students, I could probably demonstrate a link between either hope, engagement, or well-being. All of this happens in the context of good relationships. I want to come back to that full circle with Chris, talking about people matter. If you build a program, they will come. If they come and they don't discover good relationships, they'll go away. Okay? So let's get brass tacks for the last few minutes. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm clicking. That means we're out of time. Strengths. So we've left you with a lot of big thoughts, and now I'm going to drill down a little bit. I'm going to leave you with 4 suggestions. Here's more than 4. If you want to build strengths, help people make novel use of their strengths. Take their top 5, say, Shane, you're futuristic. Go be futuristic in 5 new ways this week. Make it simple. Put it on a postcard. Put it on your business card. Hand it to them. Okay? Create best self narrative. University of Michigan, they do this on the organizational side. It's a big, involved process, but basically, you get feedback from other people about what you look like when you're using your strengths, and then you craft that into a personal narrative. So you can find more information if you just Google best self online. Hope, create a hope-guided imagery. Every time we use hope-guided imageries, and I know they're kind of stilted and phony, and people are like, I need imagery. Every time we use one, it works. Okay? So you create a hope-guided imagery, tailor it to the Seminole Nation, get them talking about whatever you want to within the campus structure. Link hope up to it. I can share resources for that. Highlight individual success models. Yesterday, someone told me 19 of our students at FSU who went through the student success course last year, are now on the dean's list. And one of those 19 is on the president's list. I'm like, you need to build a show around that one person. Because when you say that to me, that's powerful. But in 5 minutes, I'll forget it. Forget it. If you tell me that Phyllis got to be on the president's list and tell me what Phyllis did and show me her face, then she becomes a model for me. Okay? So we need to do a better job of marketing success to our students. You set we goals, which means you bring people together and you say, where do we want to be? How do we get there? You share information. Keeping information, especially during uncertain times, can be a hope killer for faculty, staff, and students. Eliminate obstacles, mentor, engagement, mentor. We need that one person in our life that cares about us. Give real praise and recognition. And here's a fuzzy one I know. Honor the role of best friend. Having a best friend at work, having a best friend at school is one of the best predictors of retention and productivity. Simple as that. And how do we honor that role? I'm not quite sure, but maybe it makes sense on your particular campus. Well-being, the thing that gives you more well-being is when you boost positive affect. So why do gratitude letters work to boost well-being? Because you're boosting positive affect, okay? And decreasing negative affect. So as a psychologist who's treated lots of people with depression, I honor suffering. And I love the transformative process that's created when we get through to the other side. And I see suffering in big groups and small groups of individuals. I honor that. To get people to a place of well-being, we need to get to that place where they have more positive affect in their lives than negative affect. And they have to think good thoughts about themselves. So to do that, in the UK has now adopted a 5-step approach to well-being of its people. Connect with someone, be active, be curious, learn daily, and give like crazy. Give your time, give your resources. Boil it down, Shane. Help with the novel use of strengths. So if you want 4 things, help with that. Create a hope-guided imagery specific to your campus, and I can give you the bones of that. Mentor. Students can't come to our campuses anymore. You know, they're on Facebook with 300 friends. They can talk to heads of company on Twitter. Literally, they can get on Twitter and they can tweet with heads of companies around the world. And if they can't come to campus and know people, really know adults on their campus, they're not going to be there in this culture anymore. they're going to go someplace where they can have FaceTime. And then boost positive affect. I think sports are a great way to do this. I think that craft night that you talked about is a great way to do this. I think those are undervalued things on campus. So anything that gets people together and gets them excited. So it helps to have a winning sports team. But I'm not saying we need to invest all of our money there. Invest just as much money in craft night as we do in sports. And there's my email, shane@strengths.org. I am over time, and here's what we're going to do. If you have questions and want to attend the roundtable, we're going to start it right now. For the rest of you who are thinking, you know, that's enough of Shane, which I'm cool with, and we're going to start it in here. We'll give you 3 minutes to go outside and have your break, and then kind of move on to the next place. Does that sound good?
I'm going to make just a handful of things.
Yep.
Just quickly,